Hello, everybody. Becky Cohen here, Platinum Leader and Trainer. Welcome. We are doing part 2 of ALG Vacations or VAX, the training for ALG. Again, we enrolled in part 1, and I think we didn't do the process quite right because when I came to it today, I didn't have anything saved. So again, you're going to come into an enrollment page probably, but we're going to begin our certification. And here's what we do from here moving forward. When you come in here, you guys, upon hitting that begin certification, up in this box is going to say register, and you're going to want to hit that, right? Now you're going to come down here and you're going to see all of the classes that you're going to be able to take. These are the ones that we did yesterday. They were not saved, so I had to run back through these. So make sure that you are registering correctly up here in this little box, and then it's going to follow your progress and follow what you're doing. So today we're starting here because we finished at the exclusive nonstop vacation flights, and now we're going to go to the checkout. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and launch that and go from there.
Now we have a complete itinerary built. We selected outbound and return flights, a hotel, a rental car, and in this case we didn't add one, and we included features. At this point, if we want to make any changes, just click on the name of the panel to reopen it and choose something else. I think we're good with what we have, so let's head to checkout. This page is designed to be simple and intuitive as you start from the top and work your way down. Here you have an opportunity to review all of your selections and make any final changes. What's really great about this page is it gives you upselling opportunities. Your clients made the decision to book their vacation, they're excited, and now it's time to sell them on the finishing touches. Begin at the top of the page. You'll verify your flight selections. You'll notice that you can easily change items in these panels by clicking on the change buttons on the right side. The hotel panel gives you an overview of the room categories and the price differences between them. Here we've selected the Deluxe Oceanfront King, and we quickly see if categories are available that might be less expensive or more expensive. Maybe your clients really want the room with a balcony that overlooks the ocean. Here we can see that for only a few dollars more, they can easily have that. Any hotel advisories for the property you selected will be noted at the bottom of the panel. Continuing down the page, we can review our selected features and airport transfers. Now, when you book with Apple Vacations, transportation to and from the hotel is complimentary. It'll be automatically included with the itinerary. But if you book with the other ALG vacation brands, encourage your clients to add this convenience now with you instead of worrying about getting a ride in the destination.
Once you have discussed travel protection with your clients, you will then select one of the options available in the travel protection panel. This panel gives you a quick overview about the travel protection options. To learn more about coverage, click the View Details link below the option to expand full details about each one. You must select an option or choose Decline Protection before you can proceed through the checkout. But don't worry, if you decline it here, your clients still have a short window after booking to add it if they change their minds.
The final travel component to review is the rental car panel. Here we can see that no car is selected with this itinerary, but if we add one, we can easily see how much it would cost. We can choose one by clicking the radio button, or we can return to the full rental car panel to select one from the full grid of vehicles. Now that we've reviewed all of our travel components, we're ready to head to the next section of the checkout page, the traveler information. Make sure you complete this section with care, as mistakes may come back to hassle you later. One important item to point out here is the traveler name requirements. You must document each traveler's name as it appears on their government-issued ID. That being said, a middle name is not required to be documented here, even if it's written on the traveler's ID. So in this case, my lead traveler is John N. Taylor. I'm only required to document him as John Taylor, but if I choose to include his middle initial or his full middle name, I must ensure that it is correct. Ultimately, if you're unsure, just copy the person's full name as you see it on their ID and watch your spelling. Here, you can also enter the person's frequent flyer information and passport details for the TSA. Entering frequent flyer and TSA information is not required to complete the booking. You may also add this information directly with the airline after the package has been built. You may complete information like this for each traveler on the itinerary. The Itinerary Tools panel gives you a place to note any comments about the itinerary and request any special requirements your clients may need. Here you can note any special occasions or requests that pertain to hotel, flights, or features you have on the itinerary. The Internal Comments dropdown allows you to note any special messages you want to remember. Comments noted in this field are internal only and not communicated to any suppliers. You may also have the ability to select a seat assignment at this point. Note that some airlines don't permit pre-selection of seat assignments, and in this case, you won't be able to. You need to have the traveler information panel completely filled out before you can select seat assignments. When I click the button to select seat assignments, you'll get a pop-up window with a diagram of the airplane for my outbound flight. Passengers are listed here with a radio button next to each one. All I need to do to select a seat for my first person is to click on the unoccupied gray seat on the airplane. Then I click the radio button next to the second passenger and select another gray seat. My seat choices are now displayed with my passenger numbers. Click on Next Flight to choose seats for the return segment. And when my choices are made, I'll click Save to retain them. The selected seats will display within the panel. Select airlines providing exclusive nonstop vacation flights provide a pre-seat selection for a fee when adding on a seat selection feature. Also, any upgradable seats offered by the airline must be purchased through the airline directly after booking. If the airline charges for pre-selecting seats, you'll receive a message on the checkout page that a seat feature must be selected in the itinerary before you can choose seats. In this case, close out of the message and scroll back up to the checkout page. If you're not on the checkout page yet, just click Features to open the panel. Once you're back in the Features panel, check Flight Options in the Filtering tool. Here you'll see options for selecting seats for your clients' outbound and return flights. Add these items to your cart and then proceed to checkout to select your seat assignments. Okay, so far we've verified our travel components, added our travelers to the itinerary, and completed the Itinerary Tools section. Now let's head to the next module to learn about applying payment to your reservation. You have lots of payment.
Okay, so let's take the checkout page gives you last minute upselling opportunities before you finish the sale. True. Travel Protection Plus must be selected or declined before completing the booking. True. If your clients have any special requests or are traveling to celebrate a special occasion, these may be noted in this section of the checkout page. Special service request. All right, select the link in the image below where you would add any information that is internal to your agency only. So it is the internal comments section. It's correct. All right, here we go, moving on. Okay, hit the back button. And it takes us back out to the next module, Paying.
Depending on the components booked in your itinerary, you may be able to hold the booking, including the pricing, anywhere between payment due, end of day, or up to 3 days. This will allow you time to review the itinerary with your customer before adding payment and completing the booking. To book and hold, simply skip the payment information fields, check the box that you have reviewed the terms and conditions, and then select the Complete Booking button. If your client decides not to commit to the reservation, just cancel it.
Now that we've double-checked our itinerary components, added traveler information, and completed the itinerary tools part of the checkout process, it's time to add payment information. The top of the payment information panel contains important information. This includes the total amount of payments, which is 0 in this case because we're just booking this itinerary, the balance due, the deposit amount that's due and its due date, and the date when the full balance needs to be paid. When certain parameters are met with a reservation, we offer an opportunity for your clients to pay monthly through a third party called Uplift. We'll discuss using Uplift in a later module if you're interested in learning more. The top of this panel also has a field to enter a promo code if you have one to apply. The number of payments dropdown allows your clients to apply payment to multiple credit cards if they want. This is useful if they want to split the balance between 2 cards, for example. Or if you have a few friends traveling together that each want to pay their own way, just select the number of cards they want to use and you'll see the fields populate for each one. Accepted payment types are listed here under payment number 1, and you can choose your client's preference from the payment type drop-down list. The entry fields below will change to accommodate the payment type you selected. ALG Vacations offers a couple of final payment options for your convenience. If your clients would like, you can schedule an automatic final payment to be made on a designated date. This payment must be made on or before the balance due date and will automatically deduct payment from the credit card your clients applied deposit with. With this option, no one needs to remember when the final payment is due as it will automatically be paid on time. You can also schedule a payment reminder to be emailed to you on a specified date. The email reminder date will default to 2 days prior to the balance due date. This will allow you time to email the reminder to your client and respond to it prior to the actual due date. The date can also be modified to accommodate another date preference earlier than the default date if preferred. The final important step before completing checkout is to share the terms and conditions of the sale with your clients. This is an important step in ensuring they understand what they're purchasing. If your clients agree to the terms and conditions, then check the box that they accept them and click the Complete Booking button. The sale is made and your clients are getting an awesome vacation. As a safeguard for you and your business, we always recommend that you ask your clients to sign an acceptance form at checkout. This is documentation that your clients are accepting or declining travel protection for their itinerary and that they understand and accept the terms and conditions for their purchase. Each ALG Vacations brand offers an acceptance form, and you can easily find it in the footer of each anchor store. Maybe print a few copies and keep them in a file in your office so you'll always have one on hand. This form is a great layer of protection against fraud and possible chargebacks, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a later module. So now we've got a completed booking. Our itinerary is now officially a booked reservation. Your clients may apply payments to their booked reservation at any time between the deposit and the balance due dates. If it's time for your clients to make a payment, join me in the next module and we'll look at how to send a payment request and how your clients can apply payment themselves right to their reservation.
Okay. Great information. So what does the number of payments drop down menu do? Allows your client to apply payment to a designated number of credit cards, allows your client to choose how many payments they'll make between the deposit and the final balance, allows your client to determine how many installment payments they like to make towards the deposit, allows your clients the amount of number of payments, credit cards. Depending on how far in advance a booking is made, your clients may have the ability to have the final payment made automatically on a determined date. That was true. As a safeguard for you and your business, we always recommend that you ask your clients to sign a acceptance form or create a record of declined travel protection prior to checkout. These items confirm that your clients are accepting or denying travel protection. The acceptance form, correct. All right, moving along. The back button and on to the next training. Sending clients a payment reminder.
Now that we have a booked reservation, our clients are able to apply payment at any time between the deposit and balance due dates. They can either give that payment to you and you can apply it to their reservation, or you can send them a payment request and they can do it themselves. It's that easy. First, click the Retrieve Reservations link at the top of the Anchor store or at the top of the homepage in VAX. Now enter the reservation number or any information on the right that would help the system locate the reservation, such as name, travel date, destination, etc. Because I entered the reservation number, I'll click Retrieve Reservation. Here's my booked reservation that I need in order to send my client a self-payment option. Right at the top, I have a payment request link. I'm going to click that. I'll get a pop-up window with fields to enter my client's email address. I can send this request to multiple email addresses by clicking the Add Another Recipient link. Add your email address in the Reply To field and enter a subject. Here I just entered the reservation number. The body of the email is modifiable, so you can reword this as you see fit. But one very important thing to mention here is that there's a payment link at the end of this. It's best that you don't touch this link. If you modify it at all, the link will break and your clients won't be able to submit their payment. The payment link will remain active for 72 hours, so your clients must take action on this when they receive it. If they don't make payment within 72 hours, then you'll need to issue another payment request.
A travel advisor can also send the payment request to themselves, take that email, tweak it as they would like, and then send the link to the customer. When your email is ready, click Preview. Take one final review and then click Email to send it on its way. You can also go back and edit content if you need to.
My completed email will look similar to this. Now that my clients have received this email, applying payment is easy and intuitive. They just need to click on the payment link to get started. First, they'll be asked to enter their reservation number, the lead passenger's last name, the departure date, and capture code. Then click Submit. The reservation will pull up with their itinerary details. They just need to scroll down the page, enter their payment information in the fields provided, check that they understand the terms and conditions, and then click Add Payment to complete the action. It's as easy as that. It's just as easy for you to apply payment to your client's reservation as well. We'll walk through how to do that in the next section. For now, let's talk about a slick and budget-friendly monthly payment option you can offer your clients. See you in the next module.
Okay. See what we learned. So I want to send, what happened to I want to send my client a payment request. Where do I click in the reservations? I can't read these very well, but I think it's that one. I can't read those. Okay. Here we go. You have the ability to modify the body copy within the payment request email. This makes it easy to personalize your message. Don't forget to update the actual payment link to say click here to pay so the clients know what to do. False. They said not to modify that at all because it will disrupt. So we're going to retry. I can't read this, you guys. I want to send my client a payment request. Oh. Payment request. There it is. Wow, that is like really hard to read. Okay, click here to pay. That was false. Mhm. All right, now we got it. All right. Moving along, we're going to go pay monthly with Uplift.
Easy monthly payments can make any dream vacation affordable. ALG Vacations is proud to offer a flexible monthly payment option through Uplift. This program will break up the cost of an FIT or group trip into fixed, affordable monthly payments over the course of a year, pretty much putting any vacation plans within reach. Uplift is available through all 6 of the ALG Vacations brands. To qualify for Uplift, a reservation must have a minimum balance of $300 and a maximum balance of $15,000, and it must be booked at least 11 days prior to departure. If a reservation doesn't qualify for Uplift, you won't see the option available in your client's reservation. So how does Uplift work? Uplift basically works similar to a loan. Your clients will complete a short application, a soft credit check will be performed, and your clients will either be approved or declined within seconds. Once the loan is approved and your client makes their first payment, the vacation is considered paid in full. Uplift pays the full balance of the trip, and you don't need to collect any further payments from your clients. Uplift calculates the monthly payment amount and will display that information for your clients to review before they accept the terms and conditions. Monthly payments begin when they sign up for the loan. The balance does not need to be paid in full prior to travel, so your clients may continue making payments even after they've returned from their trip. Plus, your clients may choose to pay the balance in full at any time without penalty. You can give your clients an idea of what their monthly payments might look like when you're building their itinerary in VAX. Here you can see the estimated totals that vary depending on the travel components that are added to the trip. Keep in mind that these numbers are an estimate and their actual payment amount may be different. So let's say our clients want to pay for their vacation using Uplift. We'll first book our client's reservation. If they need to pay the deposit immediately, then they should submit that payment right away during the booking. Once the booking is made, I'll open my client's reservation and send them a payment request. Next, we'll complete the payment request email. Information about the Uplift option is right in the body copy. If you modify content at all, remember not to touch the payment link. Review your email and then send it off to your clients. When your clients receive their email, they should click the payment link. They'll need to enter the reservation number, the lead passenger's last name, the departure date, and the CAPTCHA code to access their reservation. Once the reservation is open, they should scroll toward the bottom of the page where they'll find payment information. Here they'll see an option to pay monthly. They just need to click the radio button. The short application form will appear. They should complete all the fields and then click Check My Rate. A soft credit check will be performed and your clients will know within seconds if they're approved. Uplift will take it from there. Upon loan approval, your clients will receive detailed information including their trip price, finance charge, total cost, and monthly payment. Your clients will then enter the information of the debit card they wish to apply payments. Once your client accepts the terms and are confirmed with Uplift, the reservation will show as paid in full on the VAX reservation. For more details about paying monthly with Uplift, check out the resources section of the module section. Guidance is also available in the self-help library in the ALG Vacations Education Campus.
Okay. Let's check our knowledge. Which of these is true about paying with Uplift? Your clients will complete a short application. A soft credit check will be performed and your clients will either be approved or declined. Once the loan is approved, your client makes the first payment. Uplift will pay the balance of the vacation in full. Your clients may choose to pay the balance in full at any time. So that was all of the above. All right, that one was easy. Moving forward. Next, terms and conditions.
Thanks for joining me in this short module to learn a little bit about our brand's terms and conditions. It's easy to skim over this document. It's long and text heavy, but truly it's full of helpful information and it's all laid out in easy to find topics. You'll find links to the terms and conditions in the footer of each brand anchor store in VAX, as well as the pricing panel of your client's itinerary. It's also available on the checkout page just before you complete your client's purchase. It's important to understand that each ALG Vacations brand may have a slight difference in their terms and conditions. So it's very important that you understand what you're selling, and it's important that your clients understand what they're buying. This makes the terms and conditions a terrific resource for many answers to your clients' questions. Look here for guidance about booking and payments, due dates, travel protection coverage, non-refundable scheduled air tickets, deposits, cancellation penalties, refunds, and so much more. And as I mentioned a little earlier, although there's a lot of information here, it's all categorized and quite easy to find. Use this as a reference tool for yourself as well. This document contains a lot of helpful direction and guidance, and it outlines the responsibilities of ALG Vacations, the travel agent, and the customer. Make sure you share this document with your clients. Encourage them to review it and ask them if they have any questions about changes, cancellations, or refunds before they commit to the sale. Keeping everyone informed is definitely the smart way to go on vacation.
Okay. So select all that apply. See where you can find the terms and conditions. On the checkout page, in the pricing panel of the itinerary, in the footer of each ALG brand. Yes, there are no differences in the terms and conditions. That is false. There are slight differences. Okay, here we go. Our next one, oops, I went too far. Your booked reservation.
Now that we've got a confirmed reservation, let's take a quick look around. ALG Vacations gives you a lot of tools to book and manage your own reservations. You'll notice that the booked reservation looks very similar to the itinerary when you were building it. Travel details are neatly organized with traveler information at the top, followed by flights, hotels, rental cars, and features in the itinerary summary. The pricing panel on the right always displays a summary of costs as well as links to included taxes and fees, the terms and conditions, and any additional baggage charges.
These three links at the top of the reservation are important when you need to request an air exchange or waive a penalty associated with a previously canceled booking, when you want to submit a price match request, or if you want to send your clients an email requesting payment.
Scroll down the reservation page to find the most important panel here, the itinerary tools. This is the headquarters for adding payments, making changes, viewing the reservation comments and history, and more. Make sure you join me in section 4 of our orientation to walk through the basics of using the itinerary tools panel.
After selecting the email itinerary button, a confirmation email is sent to the email address that was designated in the traveler information section on the checkout page. About 24 to 48 hours after final payment is made on your client's reservation, eDocs or the travel itinerary will be delivered to that same email address. Typically, travel agents like to have the eDocs delivered to them first so they may review the content before their clients see it. Agents have creative ways of delivering these to their clients. You can simply forward them via email, or some agents will print them out and deliver them in a nice folder or with a handwritten note of thanks. It's completely your choice how creative or straightforward you want to be.
The travel itinerary has all the information your clients need to travel, including confirmation numbers, schedules, hotel check-in information, and specifics about any excursions or activities they booked. Once the travel itinerary is sent, a voucher date panel will display beneath the itinerary tools in your client's reservation. This will let you know the date that they were delivered. If you should need to reissue them, you just need to click the reissue button to have them resent. You can choose to have them sent as an email or attached as an email as a PDF, which would make them easy for your clients to save or print. Delivering the travel itinerary is the final step in a simple booking process. Now follow me to the next section of our orientation where we'll learn how to use the itinerary tools in our booked reservation.
Okay. When is the travel itinerary also referred to as eDocs delivered to the email address that was provided during the checkout? After the deposit is made on the booking? Uh-oh. The travel itinerary has all the information your clients need to travel, including confirmation numbers, schedules, hotel checkouts, and many more. Okay, that one was correct. What does the voucher date indicate as shown below? The date the itinerary was delivered. Yes. In the booked reservation, this tabbed panel is the epicenter for applying payments, making modifications, viewing reservations, history, noting comments, and more. What is this panel called? In the booked reservation tab. The modification center. Oh, the hub. Uh-oh. Better go back. So when is the travel itinerary also referred to as eDocs delivered? Immediately after final payment. Uh-oh, having trouble. Was that one true? The voucher date is the date the itinerary was that. And this one is called the modifications center. Nope, still bad. Let's try again. When is the travel itinerary delivered to the email address that was provided during checkout? Let's try that one. 28 to 48 hours. Okay, we got it right finally. Information, that one was true. Okay. what does the voucher date indicate as shown below? Was the date that it was delivered. Now let's get this last one correct. So in a booked reservation, this tab panel in the epicenter for applying payments, itinerary tools, it's got to be it. Yep. Yay. That like took a couple of tries, huh? Oh, I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Let's move forward. All right, now we're going to go into retrieving a reservation.
Retrieving your client's booked reservation in VAX is simple. A retrieve reservation link is available at the top of every anchor store. The link is also available on VAX's homepage in the top of the navigation bar. When we click that link, the fields will display that will help the system locate the reservation you want. You can simply enter the reservation number, or you can use the fields to the right to add identifying details that will help the reservation poll. I can search by my traveler's name, booking dates, travel dates, destinations, etc. So I'm going to search by my traveler's last name. The system will pull all reservations related to my search criteria. Now, this is really helpful to know because the function not only allows you to locate a specific reservation, but allows you to pull lists of reservations based on the search criteria. So if you wanted to track and keep reports on your booking activity to a certain destination, or how many bookings you made within a specific period of time, or if you want to track how many bookings you have with a particular brand, or even how many bookings you made using a certain promo code, you can do all that right here. You can even export these reports to an Excel spreadsheet to save to your own files. Looking at the line items here, each one is listed by supplier, reservation number, travelers, booking and travel dates, origin and destination. You can even see how much has been paid on a reservation and how much is due. If a promo code was applied, the status of the booking, and which agent booked it. To receive my reservation, I'll click the reservation number. Once the reservation is open, the most common area you'll visit is the itinerary tools panel. This is the epicenter of making changes or modifying your client's reservation. Here you can apply payment, enter internal comments and special service requests, change travel components such as modifying passenger information, changing air, hotel, or other components, changing travel dates, applying a promotion, and more. Copy or duplicate this reservation, review its activity and booking history, and you can cancel the reservation right here. Let's move on to our next module and look at how to apply a payment.
Okay. See if I was paying attention this time. When retrieving a reservation, if you don't recall the reservation number, you must complete all of the fields in the section in the button over there. Uh-oh, I wasn't paying attention. Not only can you look up a specific reservation using this tool, but you can also pull lists of the reservation based on your search criteria. This is helpful if you want to keep records on bookings to a particular destination or that. Correct. Let's retry. So this one is false. And the next one is true. Our two answers. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Multitasking. Should be paying attention. All right, adding a payment.
Your clients may apply payment toward their booked reservation at any time between the deposit and the balance due dates. To add a payment, simply retrieve your client's reservation in VAX. Scroll down the page to the Itinerary Tools panel and click the Add Payment tab. Fields will expand below with payment and balance details, along with the fields to enter your client's payment information. Select the number of payment types from the drop-down menu. This is convenient when you need to spread the cost of the package across several payment cards. Enter your client's payment details in the applicable fields that follow. Check the box that you've read and explain the terms and conditions to your client, and then click the Add Payment button to complete the transaction. Keep in mind that you also have the ability to send your clients a payment request via email right from their reservation. Just click the payment request link at the top of the reservation to create your request. This allows the clients to conveniently apply payment directly to their reservations themselves. And that's all there is to it. Follow me to the next module, and we'll look at how to make a modification to your traveler's information in a booked itinerary.
Okay. All right, your clients may apply payments toward their booked reservation at any time between the deposit and balance due dates. That was true. Okay, to add a payment to a booked reservation, retrieve the reservation in VAX and click the Add Payment tab within the Itinerary Tools panel. Okay, we did that one. Moving along. I think we'll do a couple more and then save another video for the last bit because there are quite a few videos, even though they're short.
I have the ability to update or change certain components of my reservation. This includes some items regarding the travelers on the itinerary. Once my client's reservation is open, I scroll down the page to the Itinerary Tool panel and click the Modifications tab. The tab is where you have a lot of opportunity to update and change components within your reservation, including your passenger information. Let's click on the Change Packs Info link. Here, each traveler in each room will be displayed. Before you change any information, check the Change Traveler Information box for the person you need to update. Any fields that remain grayed out are not modifiable. And you need to be aware that changes to a traveler's name may result in the rebooking of components, which may reprice the itinerary. It's important to understand that your ability to make changes to the traveler information may be limited, and some tasks do require the assistance of our customer care team. For example, you'll need to contact customer care if you want to add or remove a traveler from a reservation, or if you need to make a name correction on scheduled air. Always check here first to see if you're able to make the change yourself before contacting our customer care team.
Okay, see what we learned. To modify traveler information on a reservation, click the Modifications tab in the Itinerary Tools. Okay, we did that. When modifying traveler information, you must first select the box next to the traveler number you want to edit. That was true. Awesome. Back. Do the next one.
ALG Vacations offers a lot of opportunity for you to modify a booked reservation yourself in VAX. We know that travelers change their minds and decide to activities or switch room categories. And we know there's always upselling opportunities for you to deliver even after your client's reservation is already booked. When your clients ask if they can add transfers or a fun activity to their reservation, just say yes and make the update yourself in minutes. Let's first open our client's reservation and scroll down the page to the Itinerary Tools panel. The star of the Itinerary Tools show is definitely the Modifications tab. This tab allows you to complete a variety of adjustments to your reservation. Not only can you change traveler information, change travel dates or seat assignments, or apply a Group E's promo code, you can change the actual travel components of your itinerary. Let's click Change Component to reopen our workable itinerary. Once my itinerary opens, I'll see a modification in progress notation at the top. From here, I can reopen any of the panels to make changes. Note that you may not have the ability to change flights if you've booked on scheduled air because tickets are issued immediately upon booking. In this case, you'd need to contact our customer care team for assistance. Let's upgrade our client's room category. I'll click on Hotels to reopen the Hotel Availability page. In the Availability page, my hotel selection will be outlined and marked as shown here, so it's easy to find. To change our current room selection, I'll click on the plus sign to expand all room categories. Maybe my clients have decided they want a full ocean view, so I'll simply select that category to add it to my itinerary.
My new room selection will now display on the itinerary summary, but it is important to note that we haven't completed the update just yet. We need to go through the checkout process before the action is complete. It is also important to remember when quoting a client for a new room or hotel selection, not to quote from the availability page with all of the room categories and hotel options. The checkout page will provide the actual cost of the new resort and/or room. But before we head to the checkout, our client also really wants to swim with the dolphins while on vacation. So let's go to the features panel. Transfers and excursions may be added to your client's booked reservation up to 8 days prior to departure yourself, or up to 2 days via the contact center. These are terrific add-ons that not only add convenience, but also once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Adding transfers and activities before departure means your clients won't have to spend time figuring out rides or what to do in the destination. It's all planned for them. What's more is that transfers and most activities are commissionable, so there's a bid in it for you too.
Now that my changes are complete, I'll head to the checkout. Verify all the changes you made are correct and proceed down the page just as you did when you initially booked. If any special service requests need to be added at this point, it's important to note that they may not be properly communicated to the supplier. So you'll want to follow up with the supplier directly to ensure special arrangements are able to be accommodated. If you added transfers, you may enter some important details into the special service request panel, especially if the passengers are arriving from multiple flights. Expand this panel and then expand the add-on request panel. In the transportation to and from your hotel field, enter the arrival details of the flights, including last name, number of passengers, arrival time, airline, and flight numbers. This will ensure the transportation company picks up your clients on time. At the bottom of the page, check that you understand and accept the terms and conditions, and then click the Complete Itinerary Change button to finalize the update. No changes to a reservation are saved until you click the Complete Itinerary Change button. So if anytime you're modifying a reservation and you need to back out of it, just close it. Join me in the next several modules to continue our closer look at the Itinerary Tools panel. Next up, changing travel dates.
Okay, when adding or changing a travel component with a booked reservation, reopen your client's itinerary and click on the panel titles to open the available pages and select your components. That's a trick question because we had to make sure that it was in modification first. I think it's false. Uh-oh. One of the new components is added or a component is changed. We need to proceed through the checking process to finalize it. Yes. Okay. Adding transfers activities to your reservation not only adds convenience to your client's vacation, but gives them a memorable experience they'll enjoy for a lifetime. You can add transfers or up to 2 days by contacting the VIA Center. True. When adding a special service request relating to newly added component, it is a good practice to communicate that the request directly with the supplier. If you simple note it in, it may not be properly communicated. That was correct. So let's go back, retry. The first one was true. Okay, once a new component is added, yes. Correct. To 2 days, that was true. And then a newly added and properly communicated. Yay, now we did it. Okay, let's hit the back, sorry. We've been here for a little while, so I think I'm gonna stop at this area, changing dates, you guys, and then I'll come back and do a part 3. So again, Becky Cohen, your platinum leader and trainer, and we will continue this VAX training. Hopefully you guys are able to find it and get going with it. And of course, you're more than welcome to continue on your own.